Hi, I'm Issa, and I am here to share tips, reviews, inspiration, and mindset transformations so you can enjoy exceptional travel. Today, I'm going to talk about a really cool piece of camping gear that I got recently, and it is called Hot Pocket. I have to do that at least once. It's called a Hot Pocket, and what it is a USB charged warming blanket, radiantly heated compression sack is what it's called. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the Hot Pocket. This is currently in bag formation here. You can attach backpack straps to it. It will compress down. You go whoop, whoop, woodly whoop, and it gets small. I'm sure you get the idea. It also unzips, and this is really why I bought this baby, into a small blanket. Oh, the back says warmth for wildlings. That is so cute. I think it's super cute. It is able to hold a removable battery. There's a special pocket right here that you can hold your battery in. And instructions. Here is your two little prongs, cables, that you would plug into your separate battery. This is the one I got. I got the big baby. So there's two ports on it. It can be used as a flashlight as well. There's indicator lights on here that will say how charged it is once you turn it on. This battery's dead. Good job me. Anyhow, the battery, plug in, slide in, and you have your Hot Pocket. This is your on-off button to turn the radiant warming on, and then this is a charging port if you want to charge a laptop or your cell phone, something small and portable along those lines. I realized I forgot to go over some other cool specs. So another part is that there are two heating radiant panels on both sides of the pack. So there's one tucked in each little sleeve there. So you don't want to scrunch it or, crinkle or ruin it. You'll affect those heating pads in there, but it can take a certain amount of movement and compression because it is a compression sack. Just be wary that you do have those panels in there. This is also made of a water-resistant covering. It's a 20D Hydro Shield. I don't know if that stands for 20 denier. Should have looked it up before I filmed this, but didn't. But it is water resistant. You don't want to submerge this, that's for sure. This is your on and off button. If you long hold it, it is going to turn the button red. It'll flash red, and that is going to be its high heat, and it will do that for 15 minutes before it shuts off automatically. If you long press it to the next one, which will be flashing blue, that's going to be its low heat, and that lasts for 6 hours. With the specs, I do not remember at all if I have talked about the sizing. So they have a small, medium, and a large. The small is 4.5 ounces, the medium is 7 ounces, and the large, which is what I have, is 8.5 ounces. It also has two battery packs that you can purchase. The regular is 9 ounces, and the extra large, which is what I have, is 16 ounces. So there are some aspects that I completely forgot to mention in the video. Dimensions. So when my Hot Pocket is open, the large is 21 inches by 30 inches. And closed, it is 11 inches by 15 inches. So that's as the compression sack. Let's go into pros and cons. I like to start with pros. So the first pro I'm going to mention, this is surprisingly soft. It's softer than I thought it was going to be, and it doesn't feel staticky or sticky like a lot of polyester tends to feel if you have it right next to your skin. It feels really nice. The other huge pro, the reason it is here for y'all to see with me today, is because it is the only USB charged warmer I can find on the market. I don't know of any out there. If you guys know of one, drop it in the comments. I would love to research more. I'm just fanatical. I think this thing is so cool because it's so unique. So this is triple action, we'll say. It can be used as the compression sack, as a radiant warmer, or as a backpack. I opted not to go for a backpack. I have plenty of those. I didn't need the straps. Those are sold separately. Another pro that they don't necessarily say you can do on the website is you can use this as a little dog bed warmer. So maybe you just put it under their dog pad and it'll keep their bed nice and toasty for them, but also keep the radiant warming panels on this protected. Another pro is it can be very hands-free without slipping down. Now they don't mention this in the website, and so I'm going to give you a super pro tip here. You can wear this awkwardly around your neck. Oh, isn't that nice? And now you have a nice awkward blanket thing. So another cool thing is about the company itself. It's Sierra Madre Designs, and they have, as part of their company, they have something called the One Campaign. So for every one product that they sell, they will provide one person with 1 year of clean drinking water. So again, you know, I like to go for companies who have values that align with mine, and I think that's wonderful. I think that's a wonderful way to give back. Another pro, again, is going to be about the company. Customer service has been phenomenal. So I bought this as a Kickstarter, and if you've ever bought anything on a Kickstarter campaign, you know that it always takes longer than the initial done date. But the great thing is Sierra Madre reached out very regularly. They were very clear about any hiccups. They were very clear about new ETAs and what to expect, what was going on, what was changing, why. I was very impressed with them and their updates, and I never was super upset that I wasn't going to get it. I think it was due to come to me November last year, but I didn't expect it. So I think because of that, waiting was no problem. There's always issues, especially in the year of a pandemic, making something new. So super happy I got this. I actually got this sooner than I thought I would based on their last update. Another great thing about their customer service is when I first got it, I've never had a compression sack, and I didn't fully understand like what goes where, how should I do it, how exactly does the button work. So they reached out to me. They gave me a whole set of video series that they had filmed that I hadn't been able to find, and they've also recently come out with a PDF. So I really like a company with great customer service and very clear communication, and Sierra Madre did a great job with this. Now it's time for the nitty-gritty, what everybody really wants to know. What's wrong with the product? What don't you like about the product? Let's talk about the cons. This you can't machine wash, which is a bummer. You can't remove the cover and just wash the outside. So if you need to wash this baby, you're gonna have to do just a wet, damp towel with a little bit of tiny, mild soap and spot treat. And I like washing my stuff, just a big fan. So that is a bummer. The other con is those heating panels on each side. You have to be somewhat ginger with them because you don't want to ruin the panel. Otherwise, you've pretty much just got a polyester bag thing. Anyway, you don't want to ruin the panel, so you don't want to shove and crunch and do things like that to it. Another con for me is, I could be wrong, but I swear when I first backed this project, I thought it was being marketed as a blanket. And the sizes, I was aware of the sizes they were going to do. I just didn't think of it in the real world use. And this, even though it's a large, is kind of small if you're calling it a blanket. It's the perfect size if it's going to be a compression sack that turns into a blanket or a backpack. But I was hoping for something a little bit bigger. That is no fault of the company because they were very clear about the sizes they were going to have. So that's a fault on me. I just wish it was larger. I'd love a larger one. But this is going to be great because it will keep your top half warm when you're in front of a fire. Your legs always get the heat in a fire, right? At least this is how I feel. And it's always super chilly on the top. So this is going to be how I can keep warm in front of a fire as well. And it is enough to keep me toasty. I can alternate, can put it towards my feet or on my chest when I'm in my sleeping bag in the tent at night as well. The other con that I'm going to give to this is it only comes in one color. They have different items kind of similar material that they sell, and they have some really nice colors like a green and a yellow, and I thought that we would get those options, but for this first go around they're just sticking to blue, which is fine, it matches our tent. But I was really hoping for different colors just so I could differentiate between mine and my husband's. Not that we have to, they're the exact same thing, but usually his gets dirtier, so I can keep the clean one. The battery pack is heavy. So 16 ounces, that's what, a pound, I believe. It's not very heavy. You can handle this thing no problem. But once you put it in your sack, having this drape across you gets very awkward because that battery that you have to keep you warm, it pulls awkwardly and it's a little cumbersome. I've found a way to make it work. It does keep me toasty. It's gonna do the job I need to do. It is what it is. That's where we are with batteries right now. And another fault of my own, I should have just got the 9-ounce one. I'm sure I would have had very good battery use of that as well. But it is what it is. I got a good deal on Kickstarter and I'm really happy with the product. To sum this up, I love this thing. I am so excited to try it out when we go camping. Overall, I recommend this product. I think it's so inventive. I love that they're doing something to keep us warm that can be easily recharged off of solar panels, which is what we're ultimately going to have in our camp trailer. So I'm really excited to actually use this camping and not just on a cold morning in my dining room to try it out. Even though we're getting into winter, I'm hoping we can sneak some camping in if we get some stuff done on the trailer. We'll see. Anyhow, let me know what you think. Head on over to the website, leave comments, all that good stuff. I am so loving doing these. I hope this has helped you, and I will see you on the next adventure. Bye. We're gonna edit that. Hi, I'm Issa, and I don't know how to turn a microphone on. 16 ounces. Hey, birds. There are some very busy birds over there.